Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of EU4 as the Kingdom of God. In previous episode we managed to grab a bit more land from the Ottomans, and we're currently, we're coring the stuff over here, as well as a province up here in the Balkans. And actually one thing that I'm going to be doing with the areas over here in Asia, we'll actually turn those into trade company provinces, but we're going to convert those first. Just to be on the safe side, because once you put them into trade company, you can't really convert them anymore. I mean, you can, but it's a lot harder. So we're not going to worry about that. And I suppose one thing that I should really start doing is I'm going to build, or rather, I'm going to expand the infrastructure in Spoleto, just so that we can build the soldier household in here. It'll be almost a 4,000 manpower increase total. That's pretty decent. We could be the first one to get Miltech. Which actually, we don't have any idea groups right now, no, that we're working on. So I think we could go for that. Admittedly, we could also just do a bit more development, because we are still ahead of time, but perhaps we'll wait for a little bit before we do that. Just to make sure that we can keep enough points to get the techs, but at the same time, you know, not run full point pools, I guess. There we go, that's another province converted. And another province converted. There's going to be a lot of that happening. Do a little bit of rebel suppression with some of these armies. Probably going to be quite a few potential rebellions happening. I do actually want... No, we don't actually have any armies in Italy itself. That's a little bit unfortunate. Of course, one of the reasons for that is because our transport fleet is actually not large enough anymore to transport the bigger armies. So we'll get that to 40 transports. It'll take a little while, but it'll be fine. It looks like, oh, Ethiopia is having a jab at Ottomans as well. Everyone joining the party. They got 4 wars currently going on. Now, we did lose Austria as an ally, but that's honestly probably fine. They are fairly strong with their allies, though. But if we were to do a war through Albania, it would still be a whole lot of troops. And we would actually be slightly outnumbered unless we get someone like Franconia to help. Actually, speaking of Franconia, we can now vote for them again. For the Emperor, to keep them as a nice sort of ally to go with. Oh, and Persia wants to go through my lands. You know what? Sure, that's fine. No, Persia is no longer in the war. Everyone else is, though. Ah, new mission. Right, root our heritage in Albania, that'd be one option. Army equal or larger than Russia. Or Bologna to 13 production dev. You know what? We'll go for that one. Sure. Doesn't need to go out and put in the... Well, we don't have to, but it probably helps a little bit putting in the development cost reduction there. And then we can go and just give it a little bit development. Doesn't actually even cost all that much. There we go, 1,300 ducats just from that. I'll take it. We could become the defender of the faith. And at this point, I'm going to take that. Because that means that we can do another conversion. Well, we can have 3 automated conversions going on. Won't be able to do all of that immediately, but somewhere... Oh, okay. We can afford paying 1,000 ducats. It's not cheap, but, you know, I'd rather not lose a stability. Right, Austria still got a whole lot of claims there. Oh, we got the Serbian separatists about to fire again. Well, I mean, that's honestly not a problem. We can just provoke the revolt. It's 14 regiments, that's going to be a piece of cake for the 40,000 man army there. There we go. And how is our relation with Augsburg right now? Oh, decent. Could be better. I suppose we could go ahead and improve relations there a little bit further. Do we have any better advisors? I mean, there's the land maintenance modifier, which is somewhat handy. Tax and trade are pretty decent, though. I mean, we could, of course, upgrade these into higher levels. Oh, Antioch's being converted. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah, no, the conversions are going quite nicely in here by the looks of it. Lots and lots of Catholics. Right, so let's go ahead and do the little bit development, although I guess, again, we could just go ahead and take the entire... You know what, yeah. We'll take all 3. So now we unlocked a furnace. We did unlock the new galleys, which I suppose... Here's the big fleet. Let's go and upgrade these. It's 700 ducats, which is a decent bit, but it's not the worst. Oh, uniform regulations. So cloth, wool, and dye prices go up. You know what? I'll take it. We've got a decent bit of... well, we've got some cloth and wool in here. Actually, quite a bit of cloth in the northern Italy. We still haven't been able to get a proxy war against Spain. It's a little bit easier said than done. I'm sure that we can find a way, but it's taken a while. How does the New World look like? Okay, so there's still quite a bit of French colonies, British colonies, a whole lot of Spanish colonies. There is still fairly strong natives in Mexico. Well, what would be modern-day Mexico? We can recall that diplomat. There's Dutch colonies, okay. Well, mostly Dutch Columbia, but still. I didn't expect them to be there. And then, of course, there's also Dutch La Plata. And apparently British colony over there at the tip as well. But yeah, there's a decent bit in there. India is still like a four-way in here, essentially. Looks like there's a bit of a combat going on. Bengal versus Delhi, Chagatai, Deccan, and Karaka. And then Kathmandu and Bengal. Oh, okay. I have a feeling that Bengal might not be winning that war. But be as it may, right, Russians are fighting in China. They've actually taken a decent chunk of sort of the outer Mongolia and all that already. No wonder that they got a large army. Rightful ownership. Wait, Valona? You know, I could give it to them, but I'm actually going to hold on to it. I know that that's going to make Latin Empire hate us a little bit, but honestly, we can improve the relations there, fix that. You know, we just want to keep a little bit of territory for myself as well. Oh boy, Ottomans are having not that great of a time right now, that's for sure. Oh, there we go, that's the 3 cores down there. And then this is the last one. Hey, quality wall, we get a bit of coin as well. Excellent. Actually, can we upgrade any of the great brochures now? Wait, hold on a minute. Parthenon and Athenes? Oh, so it is. I mean, it's a nice unrest reduction there, but it won't really help us directly. Then Milano does have another one that we could upgrade to level 3. That would be a bit more taxes. More papal influence, which doesn't really matter. But yeah, the local taxes wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. Oh, we haven't upgraded the fort over there. Hold on a minute. Are there any others that we've forgotten? Oh, Firenze is, yeah. Most of the rest of it is fine. I mean, what we could do is we could probably build up a fort. Oh, no, we can't build a fort there. Never mind. So, well, I suppose that's going to have to wait then. Is there any more manufactories or whatnot that we could build? There's a couple. They're not particularly great. Because we could get another soldier house in Sassari. I'm guessing no, shipyards are all built. Not really a whole lot of courthouses, although we could still build them. Ooh, and Pavia, let's see, what do we have there? It's 7, 8, 13. I suppose, technically speaking, we could go for the base manpower there. And, oh right, we've got farm estate there. What I suppose I could do is I could spend a bit of points, expand that infrastructure so we can get the soldier household over here as well. That's going to be another 5,000 manpower. We've got total manpower pool over 200,000 already, and it's just going to be going upwards, I reckon. Closure is losing a bit of loyalty, which is a bit unfortunate, but understandable. Decline of the merchant class. Excellent. Oh, and there we go. Closure is no longer at 100 influence. That's a little bit of a relief. We could see some more land get to 100%. The reform progress growth is better. Oh, Sweden's finding Denmark and Oldenburg. Okay, I'm sure. I guess you can go through my lands. I don't know why you'd need to go through my lands, to be fair, but I'll let us slide, I suppose. Oh, right, I'm not converting these provinces because I started building the courthouses. But those won't take too long. Oh, Genoa had a trade league? Right, Genoa does still exist. For now. They are reformed, though. I can't... Yeah, no, I don't have the war to declare there. Not yet. Now, the government reforms, if I remember correctly, there was the Great Crusade that we can get in the last one. Or the Global Crusade. That'll help us a little bit on declaring war on basically anyone. Right, there's another separatist... oh, right, that's actually down there in Egypt. Oh, there's another piece. Let's see. Ottomans will cede some province to Lithuania. Oh, the Austrians have quite a bit of land there, actually. Got Bulgaria, of all things. Oh, no. Oh, Austria's fighting Portugal. Interesting. Who is Portugal fighting? Norway, Austria, Hungary, and Denmark. Why is that war about? Oh, Portuguese-Norwegian colonial war. Oh. Interesting. So is Spain no longer allied to Portugal? No, no, they still are. Okay. I mean, at least Spain isn't allied to Austria. I do still need to, at some point, declare war on Albania, but that would call in Austria and Lithuania. And well, Lithuania isn't the worst. But they've got over 100,000 men, actually. Could ally them. That wouldn't really help in our situation, let's be honest. Get a bit of a claim over here in Alexandria. Oh dear, we lost our admiral again. 4440, okay. I mean, it's a decent replacement, I will say. Oh, and there's the revolt. Well, that won't take too long. Oh, Albania no longer transfers us trade power. Yeah, they are a bit hostile towards us. On the bright side, we don't need to give money to Austria anymore, because they won't be able to ask us anymore. So that way, Austrian economy might actually be collapsing. At least in theory. In practice, it probably won't. Right, well, route to the Palace of the Pope, so that would be less governing cost in the area. We still give more clergy loyalty, more power protection. So, not the worst. Of course, in Venice, we've got the Doge's Palace, which would be even more reform progress growth. That is actually kind of tempting. You know what, yeah, we'll take that one. And what we'll do is we'll just spend a bit of manpower. We're going to go to like 100,000. Still be fine. We'll get the rest of that with money. Which we are getting almost 150 per month in profit, which is not bad. Oh, here is a mains. Sure. And they comply. Excellent. There we go. That's another province converted. So we're converting pretty much the 3 provinces in... Oh, right. This edict is expensive. We can get rid of that for now. Can save us a little bit more money. Oh, speaking of which, we could get the church upgraded over here. It's not a huge profit, but it's a profit nonetheless. How much do we get in manpower? We get 2,000 per month, which, you know, is a decent amount. Could be higher, of course, but it's not the worst at all. Ooh, there was a truce with Poland. Bulgaria will be pillaged. Oh, wow. Austria took a lot of land over here in Anatolia as well, which is a little bit surprising. So the Poles just pillage and take money. Okay, they do take a lot of money, though. Oh, wow. Oh, new Pope. Clemens the 9th. Ooh, that's not ideal. Paul 03. I think what we'll do is we'll go for diplomacy. Yeah, at least it's a 1 extra point there. And then, I suppose, for the Golden Ball, I could go for... I mean, unrest in Catholic provinces is always nice. Corrected expansion impact could be useful. Institution spread isn't really a priority for me at this point. And the development cost is always nice. You know what? Could probably go with that. Because we do want to do a bit more development, I reckon. Right, and let's spend a bit more money on the Doge's Palace. So we are still... quite a few years, actually. Ooh, entrepreneur trade efficiency goes up by 10%. That is actually brilliant. We do, unfortunately, still have our total income below 400. Not by much, but still a little bit. Oh, Russia announced me as a rival. Alright then, let's go out and take the army back to Italy. Or one of the armies back to Italy. From Egypt, because I kind of want to make that into another 40,000 man army, quite frankly. So that way we'll at least have the... Oh, that's the Swiss Guard, right, okay. Well, new Swiss Guard, as we call it. I suppose we could also go ahead and spend a bit more money on the Doge's Palace. It's now 6 years away. Make that 4 years. Ooh, France declared war on Denmark. Right, who are you actually fighting? Just Denmark. Why is that war? Is that colonial war? Conquers of China. What the... Oh. Right, so Denmark is... I guess not much in Europe anymore. Yeah, they got the capital in here. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that they were colonial, or, you know, a nation in the New World at this point. They've not had a whole lot of fun, I reckon. But I guess they just got pushed in there. We are... Well, you know what? We'll just spend a bit of manpower. Okay, we're not going to spend any more. That's going to be done in November. That's fine. Oh, salt crisis. Well, that's not good. Production efficiency going down. Oh, truce with Austria ended. Right, are they still at war? No. They do have quite a bit of allies. A whole lot of allies, actually. And we have a whole lot of claims on them. Oh, I can actually add that province to the Empire. Pirate singing and legions. You know what, I'll take the 20% pirate efficiency, although I suspect Aleppo is actually less of a good target at this point. Could go and do privateering elsewhere, though. Question is where? You know what Tunis will do? Oh, and speaking of which, we do still have a claim on Tripoli, who are still an Ottoman subject. Oh, and speaking of the Ethiopians, are still doing pretty good in their war against the Ottomans. I mean, they have lost quite a bit of territory. There's no denying that. Coffee houses. Okay, so we can get innovativeness or reduce unrest. You know, we'll reduce unrest for now. Because innovativeness, we're already at 100, so there's no point. Oh, dear, we lost another general. 5532. I mean, that's pretty decent. It's a fairly solid 3-star general, that's for sure. Is Trebizond... Oh, hello. Could do a war against them. Get a bit more land for the Latin Empire. You know what? Yeah, we could probably do that. We'll just need to get a... well, I suppose, yeah, we've got the army over there. Let's get the fleet down here. I suppose we can get the big fleet down there as well. Help with the blockading. Land on the western province. Unhappiness among the peasantry. I suppose we could pay off a little bit. We'll have to take a loan, but that's fine. Right, so we'll be getting these siege down fairly quickly. Well, the Latin Empire is already going for battle. I mean, that's fine. We'll join in there in a moment. I just wanted to make sure that that gets sieged down. We'll hand over the control of that. And that was already a sack wipe. We'll get a bit more troops in here. And I suppose, actually, I can just do the naval barrage as well. So we start at 42%, which is not too bad. In fact, yeah, that was pretty quick siege. Let's hand that over to the Latin Empire. Take those. Take the money. It's a coalition of Ottomans, which is not really a problem. There we go. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll get the main fleet into Greece, and then we'll go out and take this army back to Italy. There we go. And let's go out and pay off the loan. It's a solid 1,000 ducats there that we had to pay, but that's fine. Oh, there's Bulgarian separatists in Austrian lands. Now, I don't know if they'll actually succeed doing anything in there, because the Austrians can just move through Hungary. Oh. Right, I think there was a truce. Oh, that's a whole lot of provinces that they have to cede and give course to nations. Alright then. And pilgrimages and superstitious practices. I mean, I know clergy's going to be happy soon enough anyway, so I don't need to worry about that too much. Did we manage to convert these already? We did. Okay, so we can turn these into trade company. And then what we can do, so we actually start building... well, you know what? We'll do it through here. Actually, hold on a minute. I know... oh, right, yeah. Through here. We'll start with the trade power. I guess we need to wait for the other one as well. There we go. We have been chosen. We get some more prestige. And I suppose the other one would be production efficiency. Ooh, yeah, we can take a bit of extra mercantilism. At the cost of some devotion, but honestly, we get devotion back so quickly. It's almost 5 points per year. Oh, right, and Rosetta, we can turn it into a level 2. How much do we have? Oh, yeah, we've got 70% of the trade power in here. I mean, that's pretty decent. We also almost have a border with Ethiopia. Probably go out and improve relations with them. Oh, plot of the harem. Right, so they lose a whole lot of loyalties on various things and lose 20 legitimacy. Right, okay. Yeah, I think the Ottomans are... they may have gotten a bit doomed in all of that. Oh, I also think Bulgaria might get their independence now. Thanks to all of this, which means that we can then take that back at some point. Or not take that back, but we can conquer some more lands in here, which would be ideal. I don't suppose we need a spy network in Ottomans right now. We still got another 14? No, hold on a minute. Another 9 years before the truce is over. And France, you know what? Sure, I'll give you a bit of money. I'm going to need your help sooner or later, so I'm going to keep you happy. Oh, there we go. That's another province converted. I guess we can recall the diplomat from the Latin Empire now. Still need to find a good way to proxy Spain. But unfortunately, it's a lot easier said than done. Right, actually, we can go ahead and get the local production over here. First things first. What do we actually produce? Grain, okay, and grain. Ah. There's a bit of spices, at least, in Alexandria. I suppose there's, well, yeah, the Latin Empire's got a bit of stuff in here. But let's actually have a look at the subject. So, for the trade company, oh, we don't quite have enough, but we got so close. Ooh, we'll take a bit of mercantilism. And I suppose we're going to also go ahead and build some more structure efficiency over there. Impulse compete with Papal quality goods. We'll take some more mercantilism. Reduce relations with the French a tiny bit, but it's not too bad though. Still got a decent relations with them. Suppose we could go quickly improve relations as well. Oh dear, we lost another general. Okay, 5323 is not actually that bad. Get some more taxes. Oh, Spanish California is the thing now. Oh, and there we go. Total income has jumped quite a bit now, making well over 400 ducats. We're not quite there yet to get the economical hegemon, though. We are number 2 in great powers, admittedly. Although Russia is going to overtake us at some point. At least for a brief while. Although we could just do a bit more development right now. There we go. There's a bit more development spent. Or issues, rather. Let's get some more taxes over there. And then there's still the local defensive and supply limit modifier, as well as the manpower. Which actually, manpower might not be a terrible thing. Or manpower and sailors would be a decent option, I guess. We'll keep on building some more stuff in here. But we're slowly getting to the point where we've got all of those already set up. Oh, we've got pretty good relations with Ethiopia, so we'll recall that one. We could go ahead and change rival cost would be actually somewhat useful. Although if we do have a look at our current rivals, we have Spain, Britain, and Russia. Now, I'd rather not take Persia or France quite yet as a rival. Eventually we might. Oh, private captain goes rogue. Well, that's unfortunate. Right, let's go and get that extra manpower. There we go. So most of that is now sorted out. There's a little bit more. We'll get the money soon enough, though. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. How are we looking in terms of... Ooh, we could actually still increase our force limit a little bit further. And we do actually have room for more ships now, which is interesting. I'm going to go and get another heavy ship over here. Get that to full levels. Oh, right. We did lose our transport fleet. Or the... yeah, we don't have anyone in Valencia right now, do we? Okay, well, we could go ahead and build a new 10 lightship fleet over here, for example. Shouldn't take too long. And get the local defensiveness thing as well as over there. So we got all of these now on both of those provinces. I don't suppose we... no, we haven't got on the merchant quite yet. We do control quite a bit of power in there, though. Let me double check. How far are we from actually getting that? Oh, we're so close. Okay, well, we've got fantastic news. More trade efficiency, which is always nice. You know, I'm going to take Rosetta and just develop that a little bit. Also, I suppose we could upgrade that one a little bit. Austria? No, I'm not going to give you military access. You were the one that broke the alliance, so you deal with your things on your own, or fail to deal with it. So we'll go ahead and do a little bit of development over here. Get that to at least 15. I wonder if that's going to be enough to get us the merchant. Maybe. Oh, yeah, it was. We've got a merchant there already. We do not have one in Aleppo, although we could probably get one there. Or we could push one into Constantinople to pull more trade through Ragusa. We've got one in Valencia, Sevilla. We could also put one in Tunis. We control a third of the trade there, so we can transfer a bit more trade to Genoa, which is almost 100 ducats total. Well, there's nothing compared to English Channel of 230 ducats. Wow. That is a whole lot of money there. Hey, there we go. It's over 100 at least. Alright, let's recall the diplomat. And how much are we making money per month? Okay, we've got a profit of 200. We got 400 and... well, okay, that went down quite a bit. So not as much as I was hoping for. But we do have a look at the economy. We do have much better economy than the next one. And we know pretty much all the nations in the world, so we can pretty safe to assume that we got the largest economy. And then, of course, if we have a look at the armies, we do not have the... Oh, wow, Persia's army is massive. Okay. We could, of course, go ahead and get the... You know what? We'll switch the armies in here. Bring one to Egypt and then take the other one back to Italy. Oh, we could also get the... Oh, right. Force limit, yearly army tradition. Land force limit, trade steering. So it would mean we'd be steering more trade in here, which is not really a terrible thing. You know what? Sure. We'll go with that. Because right now, of the trade, a decent chunk is going into Genoa. Still a little bit going to Constantinople, but if we can divert more trade from elsewhere going into Alexandria, that'd be ideal. Oh, Spain is a bit of a war. Problem is that there is a massive army on their side. So if we are to fight them, we need to do it carefully. Is Austria still... Oh, yeah, they've still got quite a bit of debt. Okay, so the Austrians did manage to remove some of the Bulgarian separatists over here. Clearly not all of it, but they haven't been able to get to... Ooh, reckless privateer. We can take the privateer efficiency a little bit. Sure. Promising trader. Ooh, there we go. A cheaper trader would actually be somewhat useful. I'm gonna go ahead, assuming that that is a... yeah, it is a culture that we can lower. Is this... No. Yeah, so if we take that one and upgrade that, that should be... Well, actually, it's pretty much the same. Never mind. Well, it's a younger advisor, at least. The Mad Seer. We're going to afford losing a bit of devotion and clergy loyalty. We'll be fine. Is there any more of the trade depots that we have yet to build? Well, especially upgrades to the existing ones. Well, there's a few, at least. And we have been chosen once again. Freedom of the press. We'll take a little bit of unloyal. Oh, hello. We've called that in Sarahan. Oh, it's the Ottoman separate. Okay, well, there we go. That's going to be sorted out. Oh, and the Austrians did actually manage to get an army in here. So I suspect that Bulgaria is still going to get their independence one way or another. Strong military leadership. I'm going to take the hit on army tradition. I think we'll be fine. For the most part. We might not get quite as good general speaking, but let's go ahead and get this other army back to Italy. Oh, we do have another... Hold on, where did we have the merchants? Oh, we got pushed out of Tunis, I think. We'll give you another go. There we go. That's working again, but I do see that we are actually out of time in this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if I haven't already. I'll show you the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.